Good morning, my name is Terence Welmin. I'm 12 years old. I study at Sekolah Kebangsaan Sayap, Kota Belud, Sabah. My hobby is reading. For that, today I will share 5 of my favorite books. My first book entitled The Misunderstood Wish. My second book entitled The Fat Full Woodpecker. My third book entitled The Lost Needle. My fourth book entitled Cat and Tiger Are Enemies. And my fifth book entitled Friends Become Enemies. My first book entitled The Misunderstood Wish. The author's name is not stated, but it was from the Lovely Animals Tales. The book was published and illustrated by Anugerah Publication and distributed Sendirian Berhad. The book has 12 pages, which is suitable for primary school students. The cover of the book is thin, so it is easier to hold and carry. For the synopsis of the story is about the stork who made the wrong wish. He wanted to eat once for the whole week. The king granted his request. Since then, the stork looked for food, but only on 6th day he found a fish. Now he knew that the king misunderstood his wish. Since then, storks eat only once a week. They have lean bodies. The moral values of the story is we must think wisely before we say anything, because we might regret the wrong choice that we made. Move on to my second book, entitled The Fat Full Woodpecker. The author's name is not stated, but it was from the Lovely Animal Tales. The book was published and illustrated by Anugerah Publication and distributed Sendirian Berhad. The book has 12 pages with big font. The cover of the book is thin with glossy finish. For the synopsis of the story is about how woodpeckers have always been flying high and low while carrying a message from Raja Sulaiman. Blatuk had to fly high and low when he reached the sea and jungle to avoid the wave and the enemies. Since that day, woodpeckers have always been flying high and low. The moral values of the story is we must think wisely in order to survive. As a student, we must study smart and not study hard. Next are my third book, entitled The Lost Needle. The author's name is not stated, but it was from the Lovely Animal Tales. The book was published and illustrated by Anugerah Publication and distributed Sendirian Berhad. The book has 12 pages with big font. The cover of the book was made from premium quality paper. The synopsis, the story is about why hens always scratch the earth and also go into hiding when they see an eagle. One day, an eagle lent a golden needle to the hen so she can sew her wings to fly. The hen lost the golden needle, and the eagle was angry. Afraid being eaten, the hen always scratches the earth to find the golden needle. The moral values of the story is we need to be responsible whenever someone lends us something. We need to take care and return things that are not ours. Now, let's move to my fourth book. The title is Cats and Tigers Are Enemies. The author's name is not stated, but It was from the lovely Animal Tales. The book was published and illustrated by Anugerah Publication and distributor Sendirian Berhad. The book has 12 pages, which is good to me. The cover of the book is colorful and beautiful. For the synopsis, the story is about how cats and tigers become enemies. The story starts when the cat teaches the tiger to climb up the tree. He didn't teach the tiger how to jump down. When the tiger jumped down, the tiger hurt himself. Since that day, cat and tiger have never been friends. The moral values of the story is we need to be kind to others. We must teach our friends who in need. It costs nothing to be kind. The last but not least, my fifth book entitled Friends Become Enemies. The author's name is not stated, but it was from the lovely Animal Tales. The book was published and illustrated by Anugerah Publication and distributor Sendirian Berhad. The book has 12 pages, which is suitable for primary school students. For the synopsis, the story is about how foxes and chickens become enemies. The fox trusted the chicken to look after the farm and to keep his share of the corn. But after the corn had ripened, the chicken called all his friends to eat the corn. From that day onwards, fox and chickens were no longer friends, and the fox preys on chicken, especially at night. The moral values of the story is we need to be responsible, honest, and we need to keep our promises whenever we made one. All these 5 books are important to me as it has been my source of inspiration. All the stories from the book are instilled with moral values to produce good students and as an example to the young generation. Hopefully, all my book review will be helpful to all my friends. That's all. Thank you.